6 steps to stop overthinking before bed. Step 1, cleaning habit before your night routine. So what you want to do before you start your night routine, you want to clean up your space, clean up your room, because a clean environment helps you get a clearer mind and gives you more clarity. So what you could do is you could time yourself how long it takes you to clean up every night before you go to bed. You can do this for at least 7 days to find the average. So you clean up, and then let's say it takes you 30 minutes average to clean up. So every night you give yourself a 30-minute timer to clean up before you go to bed. If it takes longer than that, great. If you finish faster than this, even better. But you want to do this to clean your environment to help give you more clarity and a better peace of mind. Step 2 is you want to reduce simulation. So I call this the no phone rule. So we estimated the total time to clean up before bed is 30 minutes. Now the second thing that we need to do before we start cleaning is plug in your phone so you can start charging your phone while you're cleaning and while you're doing your night routine. So that way you won't have to charge it overnight and you're less likely to get distracted by it while it's charging. This way it helps prevent you from thinking of more stuff. Because at night when you're trying to sleep and when you're trying to do your night routine, you don't want to keep thinking of stuff. You want to clear your mind and you want to focus on sleeping and resting. You can think of ideas to improve your life throughout the day, but when you're trying to sleep, you focus on sleep. So for this idea, you don't want to use your phone unless you have to while you're cleaning up to go to sleep and during your night routine. So for about 1.5 to 2 hours probably. Step 3 is a brain dump to clear your thoughts. So before you start cleaning, you want to get a pen and a paper and you want to write out all your thoughts and ideas. Because one big reason why you're probably overthinking before bed is that it's either stress, something that important you have to do or something you have to remember, or you have all these ideas that you want to try for your business, let's say, but you don't have time today to do it. So what you want to do is on a pen and paper, write out all your thoughts, write out all the things to remember, write out all your ideas. You just write it all down. You dump all your thoughts on a paper. You don't want to store all those ideas in your mind because then your mind keeps racing. You keep thinking of more stuff while you're trying to sleep. You want to get all written out and on pen and paper. And this also helps you so you don't forget important ideas because now you have everything written down on pen and paper. You could use online notes for this, but I think pen and paper is a lot better for this idea since you won't get distracted. Step 4 is do breathing exercises to calm your brain and body. So what you want to do is you could get some noise cancellation headphones to do some breathing exercises or some meditation. Or what you could do is just simply close your eyes, breathe in, breathe out, and just focus on your breath and being calm. You don't need to do anything advanced. You could do advanced breathing exercises. You could learn that. Or you could just simply do breathing in, slow breathing in, and then slow breathing out. And focus on your breath and calming your mind. This is the next thing that you want to do after writing out all your important ideas and thoughts on pen and paper. Just calm your mind and calm your body before you sleep to help you stop overthinking at night. Step 5, this is if your thoughts still come after writing it all on pen and paper. So think of this as a safety net. You don't have to do this at night, but this is very powerful as a safety net in case you still have thoughts coming in when you're trying to sleep. So what you could do is you could get a mini table or mini desk and put it next to your bed. And then what you want to do is you want to get a pen and then you want to get a mini notebook. The reason why a mini notebook instead of a regular notebook, because it signals like, okay, if I have a big notebook, then I probably would want to write a lot because I want to fill out the paper. But the mini notebook, a small one, or even just a simple post-it note, it reminds you, okay, just don't write a lot so I can go to sleep. This is just if I have very important stuff that I need to write down and that I remember last minute when I'm trying to sleep. Then you can write it down here. So this is your safety net. It's very important to add next to your bed. So as you can see so far, the main idea of this is just to simply get your thoughts and ideas down on pen and paper instead of keeping in your mind. That's usually one of the best ways that you can do to stop overthinking. Overthinking is good at times. Like if you're doing something very important, sometimes it's good to overthink because you want to think, okay, what's the best way I can do this? But most of the time, even for advanced stuff that you do, just do deep thinking is enough, or just regular thinking. Done is better than perfect. No matter what you do, you're not going to have perfect results, but progress is better than perfection. So focus on getting the stuff done and doing a great job instead of just trying to be perfect. Because even if you make mistakes, you can still learn from what you're doing. Just try not to make mistakes that often. Step 6 is sleep environment lock-in. So now we're not just preparing to go to sleep, now we're protecting our sleep so that way we can sleep well without having all these thoughts. So what you want to do is you want to start off by putting your phone away. If you use an alarm, obviously keep the sound on, but make sure you can just hear your alarm from your phone. Or you can use an actual alarm if you don't want any phone distractions when you're trying to sleep. Or if you can, maybe no alarm. But most people, they're probably going to need an alarm. So you start off by putting your phone across your bed or your alarm across your bed. And then what you also want to do is usually you want to keep your room nice and cool. Maybe in the 60s, maybe low 70s, wherever is best for you. Because like whenever you notice whenever your room is hot, you have a hard time falling asleep. Like you keep you keep tossing and turning, you adjust the pillow. It's hard to sleep in a warm room. So you want to keep the room cool. Maybe you want to get some blackout curtains to block out all the light. To write out your thoughts, I'd recommend writing them before you actually turn off the lights. Because yeah, you could get a little book light to put on your mini desk, but then you'd be tempted to turn it on and off. So the mini notebook ideal is mainly for right before you go to sleep. Write out any last minute thoughts and ideas. But other than that, try not to overthink at night. Just focus on sleeping and having the best and most comfortable sleep environment and sleep bed. So that way you can fall asleep a lot more easier and you can ignore all the thoughts. There are many different things that you can do to improve your sleep. But but stopping overthinking when you're sleeping is a great way to improve your sleep because usually this keeps you up a lot later. So you want to do is control your thoughts and control your mind so that way you can get the right amount of sleep every night. And don't let people tell you that sleep's not important. Sleep is extremely important for success because if your mind is not there, you can't think and act fast. You're not going to be successful. So get the right amount of sleep and get the best amount of sleep that you can get. Like invest in a great mattress, get some items to help you sleep better at night, maybe blackout curtain, things to make the room quieter. Invest in your sleep and invest in your mind and body for success.